My name is Ochieng Michael Bramwell Kivinji. Mimi ni mgombea wa kiti cha ubunge Jomvu constituency 2022 kama mgombea huru. Mimi ni kijana miaka 32 na ningependa tu kutoa maoni yangu kuhusu hili swala la ugavi wa basari ambao ulitendeka ndani ya Jomvu constituency wiki iliyopita. Kwa kusema ule ukweli, there is a good reason why we have been insisting that it is very important to have a transformation into the mode applied when we are distributing bursaries. Because the National Government Constituency Development Fund Act is what brought about resources trickling down to Mwananchi in the form of bursaries, and we need to respect some of the rules and regulations that were laid out by this act. And some of the core values in the National Government Constituency Development Fund Act are patriotism, participation of the people, timeliness, good governance, and sustainable development. And given the mode of distribution of this precious and scarce commodity, I was not entirely impressed by the way the CDF conducted this issue. Because when you look at the values of the CDF vis-a-vis the mode of distribution of this commodity, it was in total contravention of the values of the CDF. Because when you look at these values, participation of the people is very important, because through participation of the people, that is when you involve the people in decision making on how some of these programs are applied or implemented when using this fund. Timeliness is about prompt delivery of service. Now, for us to have prompt delivery of service, we need to apply good governance. And good governance talks about accountability, equity, inclusiveness, and integrity to the people. When you dish out bursaries in the middle of the night, when you have to subject hundreds of people into halls, or subject hundreds of people waking up in the wee hours of the night just to obtain this precious commodity, did the committee that came up with this style of distribution of this precious commodity really put into consideration that they are putting the community at risk? There are security risks involved, and when people go for bursaries at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., that is in contravention of the Public Order Act, which requires that all citizens or all Kenyans be observing the COVID-19 regulations that have been put in place by the government. And distribution of this commodity through issuance of forms is a thing of the past. We need to move away from manual ways of distributing resources. We need to embrace technology. That is why I, as a young person, as a young candidate, I am of the opinion that we need to digitize, mark my words, and take this skill. We need to digitize the procedure of application for bursaries, the distribution of this scarce commodity, so that we encourage transparency, we eliminate corruption, we eliminate favoritism, and that way we will be able to conform by the core values of the National Government Constituency Development Fund Act of 2015. Like I started in the beginning, we need to observe the core values of this act. Number one, patriotism, which requires us to uphold the national pride of all Kenyans through the work of the CDF. Number two, participation of the people. Involve the people in decision making when implementing these programs. Number 3, timeliness. We need to adhere to prompt delivery of services to wananchi. And number 4, good governance. We cannot apply good governance when we do not have transparency, we do not have inclusiveness, we cannot see equity in distribution of these resources. And sustainable development goals. Sustainable development. We need to come up with processes which are going to be in line with the present times and should be able to give the future generation a chance to access these services even in the days that we will not be there. So, as a society, let us reflect upon our ways of distributing resources meant for wananchi. Asanteni sana, and may God bless the good people of Jomvu constituency.